Today kicks off day 3 of jury selection in the murder trial of 3 men accused in the death of Ahmaud Arbery. Now, the judge overseeing the case appears frustrated with the slow pace of the process so far, telling the prosecution and the defense to speed things up. Just yesterday, the second pool of 20 jurors faced several questions from attorneys on both sides. Finally, at 1 p.m., a third group of 20 potential jurors were called in, but then told to come back today. The judge told both sides he does not, quote, have the ability to just store people or keep them longer than planned. I am not comfortable with this, end quote. Now, with these delays, the judge now expects the new timeline for the end of jury selection to be longer than the 2 weeks initially planned. We want to get right out to On Your Side's Renata Gregorio live for us in Brunswick this morning. Renata, I'm so curious to hear about our FCN legal analyst, LaFonda Middleton, her take on day 2 and the slow pace of this jury selection process so far.
Keitha, our First Coast News legal analyst says that the prosecution and the defense are really looking for opposite characteristics in jurors here. What they're looking for is just different for each person because of each side that they're on. As we head into day 3, she's going to be paying especially close attention to which potential jurors move forward. First Coast News legal analyst LaFonda Middleton describes the ideal juror for either side in this case.
So for the prosecution, I would think they would want more women, mothers in particular, that will be sensitive to a mother losing her son. I think they would want liberal-minded jurors.
For the defense, it's the opposite.
They're looking for men, they're looking for conservative jurors, they're looking for more right-leaning, and especially those that are NRA supporters.
8 of 20 potential jurors who reported to the courthouse Tuesday made it through to the next round of questioning. One of those potential jurors, a man whose father is a criminal defense attorney. According to a journalist in the courthouse, he told the court his father had defendant Gregory McMichael over to his house at least once for an event.
We're going to get justice for Ahmaud.
Ahmaud Arbery's aunt, Diane Jackson, says she's confident they can seat an impartial jury.
This judge, I believe he's fair.
What stuck out the most in day 2 for our legal analyst has to do with an action taken by one of the defense attorneys. We'll talk about that coming up in the next half hour. Live in Brunswick, Georgia, Renata Gregorio, First Coast News, On Your Side.
Thanks for that, Renata. Now, things are pretty calm behind Renata right now in front of the Glynn County Courthouse, but that will change in just a matter of hours. We know demonstrations also continued yesterday. We talked to people as far away as Missouri who traveled to Glynn County to support the Arbery family, they say, during this trial. They sang and chanted from the courtroom all the way to Satilla Shores. That is the neighborhood where Arbery was shot and killed back in February of 2020. And photojournalist Byron Parker takes us there.
Look at this neighborhood. Why couldn't they have just let him run home? Yes. His mother moved him out here to be safe. Moved him to get away from Bronxton, away from the urban area, so that he would be safe. You need to understand that this wasn't Ahmaud's first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, or eighth, or ninth, or 10th run in this neighborhood. That's right. They knew that. They knew it. They knew it when they chased him down these streets. And what got into them that day to decide that he didn't have the right to run through their neighborhood is something that is part of an evil story. An evil hate. This morning with my mind,
And our coverage continues on firstcoastnews.com and of course on our First Coast News app. We will be streaming the entire trial from gavel to gavel and wrapping up what happens at the end of each day.